How many of you remember this girl, Glory Smart, the girl that her mother cut off her 2 hands because of witchcraft?
Hi, my name is Glory Smart. In any way, I'm like this because my mother cut off my 2 hands. Ever since then, I've been struggling with my life just like that.
Could you believe that the pastor who introduced me to this girl took 650,000 from the money that was donated to her? Now, let me tell you how it all started. After I shared this girl's story on my platform, I put Lucky Udu's Foundation account number so people can donate money for her to start a business and for her to get like an artificial arm or something. But if you check the comment section of that video, a lot of people say that we're trying to use her to make money, and that discouraged a lot of people from donating. And sincerely, I put in so much work into what I do, traveling around to look for these people, and I did not want a situation where this girl is not going to get the help that she deserves. So I invited her to Abuja immediately, because someone like that did not even have an account number. But nobody actually thought of that. They were still insisting that no, we want our account number, we want our own account number, we want our own account number. And I seriously wanted this girl to get help. So I immediately invited her to Abuja so we could create an account for her. I took her to the bank, and then we had to, it was not even easy actually creating an account for somebody who does not have biometrics. So I think what they decided, so it was a very complicated process anyway, but eventually an account was created for her, but on the condition that she will not be able to withdraw from that account until she fulfills all requirements. So when the account was created for her, we then removed Lucky Udu's Foundation back account from the comment section of all the videos across all my platform, and then put her own account number there, so she'll be receiving the money directly. Then we went to the bank. From the day that the video was posted to the day that we removed the account number, we requested for an account statement, and the money that was donated was about 1.9 million, 20,000 and something. So I can't really remember. If you go to that post, you see everything, because I documented it properly. I don't tell anybody calling me a name that I don't deserve. I really work hard for my own money. I have no interest to take money that does not belong to me. It is really beneath me. So when we printed the account statement, we withdrew every single money from the account, and we handed it over to Glory and said, Glory, here's your money, but we cannot put this money in your own account right now because your account has not fulfilled all requirements. If we should put it there, you will not be able to access it. So the pastor who introduced you to me, who actually told me about you, do you understand? Because there was a pastor who called me and said, Lucky, there's a girl in Delta State, her mom cut off her hand and she's been struggling. So the pastor actually came with her to Abuja, and that pastor, we said, okay, let us put the money in his account. Do you understand me? Let us put the money in his account pending when your account will be ready, since the both of you are close. Because according to the pastor, he has been with her for a long time. Little did I know that the pastor has his own plan. You understand me? He has his own plan. So from the money, Glory bought a phone and some other stuff, because she didn't really have any of those things. But I told her, most importantly, this is people's hard-earned money. You don't know who sent the money. Do not think that people who are sending this money are very, very successful. Some of them are they just feel like maybe they are in a better position than you, and they just feel like, oh, let them try to help you to have a fresh start, because that's what we do at Lucky Udu Foundation, giving people who are living in difficult situations a fresh start. So immediately after the deed has been done, they left Abuja back to Edo State, Abi Delta State. Glory Smart sent me a voice message on WhatsApp that could you believe, Lucky, that the pastor actually took 650,000 from the money, that he did not give her everything, that he gave her only some part of the money and took 650,000. And I asked why. She said that she doesn't know that he said that he too have also spent money for her. I said, spent money for you in what way? I mean, do you know how much it costs to actually get the filming equipment that I used to cover your story? What about my service? What about my transport fare, my flight money to and fro? You know, what about, so did I ask you for it? I didn't even ask you for one kobo. Because sincerely, most times, if I should get into a bad situation, the people who watch me, sometimes they don't really too much care about me. They care about the people's story who are out there. But I still don't even ask for these things. And then the pastor, the thing got me really pissed off. And the pastor, who did not do any serious work apart from calling me on phone to tell me that, oh, there's a girl, he took 650. Do you know what that means? I can't imagine how many people's money that was. I mean, so I had to call him immediately. I was really angry. I told him, sir, Glory told me he took 650,000. Why would you take 650,000 from this money? He was like, let me explain. I've been on this glory matter for a long time. I've been helping her, taking her to places, seeing how she can get help. I've even abandoned my family because of this girl. I like, Oga, how you take this money does not belong to you. If Glory have set up her business and maybe she has made profit and you feel like she owes you something, you can get back your money from the profit that she has made from her, not from the money that was directly donated to her by people that you don't even know who they are. You don't even know where this is people's hard-earned money. Some of the people who donated salary, they are core members. They are in the youth service. They earn only 33,000 naira a month. Some people who donated earn only 20,000. They just felt sad for this girl and felt that they should contribute to her life. And you are taking are you okay? Taking 600, and I told him that he needs to refund this money as soon as possible. Now, a lot of you watching this video want to think that maybe I'm a very harsh person, that immediately this whole thing happened, I came out online to call this man out. No, that was not even what happened. I mean, this happened in March. But guess what? I'm only telling this story in July. That is to tell you that in April, May, June, July, 4 months, I've given this man time to refund this money. But unfortunately, he has not still refunded everything. At some point, I even felt from him, looking at him, his condition, I felt that maybe he too was going through his own situation. But why didn't he tell me? I mean, if he had told me, I probably would have given him money from my own personal money. Because I sincerely wanted Glory Smart to get the help that she deserved. So I told him, okay, you know what? From the 650,000, just return only 500,000 naira. And still, he did not refund every money. He was still even feeling entitled to the money. Brothers and sisters, if I tell you people that some of the people who money are donated to directly don't use it for the intended purpose, some of you think that I'm complaining that I talk too much. I'm not talking too much. I mean, when I started this work, it's been a long time coming. I've seen a lot. Some of the people who money are donated to, they'll come out and say, oh, I want to set up a business. Up to today, they've not set that business up. Some of them have gotten up to 4 million naira. They've not set it up. I know it does not make sense that the people who I put out there to say, oh, let's help them, I'm still the one calling them out. But sincerely, I have to be honest with you guys, because this is the reality of life. Sometimes these people do not have a healthy self-esteem. They may have relatives and friends or people around who feel that their own ambition in life is greater than these other people's ambition. Their own business plan is better and greater than theirs. Do not convince them that, why don't you give me this money? I can help you invest it and you make so profit. And some of these people will just be gullible and just give friends or family this money. Or sometimes some of them want to start buying things that they never had the chance to buy with their own money. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. But if this money was donated directly to the foundation would have used this money to set up a proper business for this girl. Rented a place for her, furnished it, pay for years, get her clothing, everything that she needed. Do things properly. But now, immediately that money is in her, everybody around her wants to take a bite from that money. Everybody around her want to take a bite because they've not seen that kind of money. Or some of them might look down on her and say that, why is this girl with so much money? Everybody wants to use the corniest way possible to take a bite from that money. If that's what you people want, no, tell me. Because none of you actually see the work that we do. How we move around to get these stories. Have you even thought about it? Have you even thought of what the behind the scenes of filming these kinds of stories look like? But you just sit on the platform, the video is for 4 minutes, and you think that most of us don't know what we are doing. We see that donate to the foundation directly. You feel that, oh, we are young people. We have other things that we do to make money. And I thank God that I immediately put her account number so I can prove to you guys again that once more, these people do it for the intended purpose. Okay, look at the story of the poorest family, the family I tagged the poorest in Nigeria. Money that was donated, we use it to buy a keke napep for the father. This man is riding it now. He's making money every day. It's not as if he's doing, he makes money, now he's going to give the money to somebody that owns the keke. No, he's making his own money. We've empowered him. Do you know what it is to have a keke napep and you're driving and making like 5,000 to 10,000 naira every day? You'll be able to provide for your family. And that was not all. We also paid for an apartment for him. We furnished it and paid for 2 years. For 2 years, he will never have to worry about rent. From that keke napep business he's doing, he can also buy another keke napep again. We also give them food provisions for about 2 months. That is what we do at Lucky Udu Foundation, giving people who live in tough situations a fresh start to life. But of course, there are people who do not understand the effort that we put out there, and they just come to the comment section and disorganize the unity we have and say, oh no, this is what I'm trying to use that to make money. When they see a young guy who is succeeding, they think that that's where he's making his money from. Come on. I mean, I've come a long way. I've helped just too many persons. Even when I was doing all these things and I lost my home, I lost all my equipment, I did not tamper with even 1 kobo of people's money. I never said anything to mislead anybody to make money. I went through my difficulty alone. So it's painful that it's painful that you are going extra lengths to help people. At the end of the day, this money is not being used for the intended purpose. It doesn't make sense. How will you take 650,000 naira, money that does not belong to you? I mean, look at this girl. She's helpless. Her hands are no longer the same way it used to be. She will have to live that way for the rest of her life. And the money that would have been used to shape her future, you took 650,000 from it when you are an able-bodied man with your own family. Tomorrow you hear that, oh, your children went to school and they never came back safely. You will say that maybe life is bad. Whereas it's your own sin. It's so hard to trust anybody these days. Sincerely, if he had told me he had his own personal problems, I would have given him from my own personal money. Not from forcefully taking 650,000. Ask Glory Smart. Call, the phone number is there. Call Glory Smart and ask her if I ever even asked her for 1 kobo. All the people have been interviewing on my their phone numbers are in the comment section. Ask them. Sometimes when I even travel to go and film people's story, I get stranded. Some of these people don't even tell you that sometimes I do give them money. And you think I'm like all those content creators that will come out to say, oh, we are giving. I don't really do those kinds of things. Some of them even have a phone. We buy them these things. I know how much risks. I know how much money I put out there. Some of you say, oh, don't you make your money from YouTube and all the rest? If you know how expensive it is to move from place to place, paying for hotels and so many things, you know that I am moving in circles. Like I don't make nothing because I'm moving in circles. But it is this passion that keeps me going. And some of these people are even very, very selfish. When you call them and ask them, how is life going for you? I'm sure you've gotten help. What do you intend to do with this money? Some of them will even end the call on you. I'm telling you. Some of them will ask you, why are you asking them that question? And these are people you put your life on the line for. You travel the distance for. You risk your life in different buses to go out there. Go to thick villages that nobody. Risk your life, your equipment, sleepless night, editing their video in a way that it will appeal to people to help them. The viewers trash you. The people who you help trash you. Doesn't make sense. Isn't this the reason why a lot of people in Nigeria today are so dishonest? Because nobody cares. Some of the politicians today that are ripping this country up, they started in a very honest way. But nobody cared about their good decisions. Nobody saw their sleepless nights, their efforts. People only want to focus on other things. At some point, they ask themselves, is this even worth it anymore? Why can't I just focus on myself and my family? Brothers and sisters, if we continue like this, it will be difficult for us to truly achieve our goal at Lucky Udu Foundation. Because I firmly believe that if people are donated directly to Lucky Udu Foundation, this girl by now should have her prospective arm, her business, everything in her life will be going very, very fine.